We've seen it happening. Ati mtu kama Sudi anavalishwa zile mavazi ambazo watu wamesomea miaka 5, 7, 8, 10 anavalishwa. Uliona jenzi walifanya nini? Waliandikia ile institution email wakawaambia this is not acceptable. We cannot allow a person like this person. Then the government will bring a conversation of it's just a honorary thing that is given kwa mtu kwa society ambaye amefanya kitu mzuri. Kuongea ukweli, unapodhalilisha ma-engineers, unajua jina engineer, daktari, mwalimu, wakili, haya ni maneno ambayo mtu akitanishwa nayo anasikia her space in society is very high. Then you want us to address mtu kama Sudi kama daktari, mtu ambaye anasimama anasema ati kura zisipotosha. Yani anawaambia Wakenya, sisi tushapanga karata yetu, kura tuko nazo. Uliposikia wakisema kuna nini vya kompyuta, vifaranga vya kompyuta, washapanga vifaranga vyao vya kompyuta kuhakikisha ya kwamba whether the votes will be enough or not, they'll bring back that person. So they are telling us your democracy has been shredded into pieces and we no longer care about your democracy.
Kwa kifupi kelele zenu ni za chura.
Exactly. But nimwambie ya kwamba
While people like Oscar Sudi are coming out to say that ningepewa hiyo kitu, within 3 days I'll make sure that I made it straight. Some people are coming to point out his academic credentials, citing that it's not genuine, it's respect or disrespect to people who are supposed to earn those honorary degrees. Look at the politician, the kind of politicians who are awarded these degrees. Of course, they have questionable doubts in terms of integrity, in terms of the academic qualification and many other things. So those are some of the things which are angering Kenyans, and it was very evident in that TV interview.
Unajua rais pia umenikosea kidogo. Ile siku nyingine ulitangaza waziri, nilikuwa nafikiri unasema Kipchumba Sudi. Kumbe akakuwa Kipchumba Murkomen. Tena juzi nimesikia tena nilikuwa nategea ukasema tena Kipchumba Murkomen. Sasa wangenipatia hiyo docket hiyo ya usalama siku 3 peke yake. Hiyo watoto na ujinga hiyo ya kuchora vitu kwa maneno itaisha. Kwa sababu lazima tu hakuna inji inaongozwa na upuzi.
Wangwana wa Kapsereta mjambo. Nigamgeria jamgei.
It is another sunroof offensive for President William Ruto, whose administration has seen unprecedented criticism both on and offline. The president's sharpest critics have been deploying the internet, including caricatures, AI-generated images, some of which are now inviting the president's concerns.
Mimi nawauliza vijana wale wengine wasipotoshwe na wanasiasa wa kuwalipa pesa kidogo ati waweke mapicha ya viongozi ati kwenye makaburi. Mimi nataka niwaambie hawa vijana, leo mtaweka viongozi kwa makaburi, kesho mtaweka wazazi wenu kwa makaburi, kesho kutwa mtaweka wenzenu, marafiki zenu ama ndugu zenu kwa makaburi. Siku hiyo ingine nyinyi mtaanza mambo ya mauaji.
The president was on his second day tour of the North Rift region that is taking shape of an election campaign, with his allies placing the 2027 election firmly on the sunroof agenda.
Wanapiga kelele wanasema sijui Ruto must go sijui nini. Simulisikia niliambia wajana waruke juu, waende chini, waende kando, hakuna penye Ruto anaenda. Ama ni aje? Si mnajua wale wanajifanya wanafikirianga lazima wao tu ndio waongoze inji. Hapana.
Ukiona mambo ya universities inaendelea vizuri sana. Afya hata Amerika haina universal health coverage, na sisi tunapata universal health coverage.
Ana Yesu asifiwe. Hey.
President William Ruto's administration has been under severe political pressure since June last year, when the country erupted in street protests fronted by youth, majority of them styling themselves as Gen Z. The president dissolved the cabinet and drafted in members of the opposition, move that did not appear to pacify political passions. The impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua in the last quarter of the year appeared to have triggered a fresh round of public displeasure, especially in Ruto's election stronghold of Mount Kenya.
Ati wanasema William Ruto hawezi kanyanga ground. Hapa ni ground ama hapa ni wapi? Walisikia hapa ni wapi?
Hapa ni ground. Muko na huyu mungwana.
Rais amesema angetaka kuunganisha nchi ya Kenya iwe nchi moja, watu wa moja, taifa moja.
Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.
The message is very clear out there that indeed there is a problem. Many people are coming out to say that the Kenya Kwanza needs to pull up its socks, because if Kenya Kwanza pulls up its socks, then things are going to be very smooth for it in the coming days. But it's very hard to reverse the damages they have done.
Asked Trevor, are the sentiments on the ground positive or negative towards the president? And if you don't give proper feedback to the head of state, you are not helping him. If it is the people like Ojienda he's going to listen to, his goose is cooked, I can assure you. You asked him to speak. I use the road from Nakuru through Muhoroni. If I stop there to take a bathroom break and ask the people of Muhoroni about the situation on the ground in terms of the promises of this government, ask Tom Ojienda what happened to Muhoroni Mamboleo. Ask him. Are the people happy?
The contractors are back.
No, just
the contractors are back on site. 3 days ago.
Just write it down.
3 days ago.
If he's saying 3 days ago, because he knows I was there over Christmas.
No, 3 days ago.
Stop lying to the president, my friend. The truth of the matter is things are not okay. Trevor, if you want to know the clearest indication that the people around the president have noticed that things are bad and there's very little they can do to change his fortunes prior to 2027, you listen to what they are saying. They are no longer parroting his successes or perceived successes. They are threatening to violate the constitution. When you hear people like Kamket and Sudi say that it is possible that he loses the election and refuses to leave office, that is not somebody who is clear in his mind that he is popular and that he is going to win a second term. That tells you that they are in panic. They know that they are in trouble. The only way to win a re-election, Trevor, is promises kept. The things that you told us would not happen under your administration, can they stop happening?
Yeah.
And I would advise the president that this year, I wish all of us as leadership in this country work on the software problems. The software is the issue, Professor Ojienda. You are not going to celebrate building roads that we then use to zigzag between mortuaries and police stations to look for our loved ones. If you are talking about housing, how can you be telling us about housing? We want to know those houses where people are being tortured, where are they? Who is running those houses? Those are the houses you need to tell us about. Don't tell us about roads and highways and when people are in mourning, families are spending Christmas without their loved ones. Work on the software.
Yeah.
When you hear the speeches in Bungoma, you know, people want to run Kenya with the Kanu software. This phone here, Mwami, is an iPhone 13. If you install software from Kanu in 1982, there is no way you are running this. Software and hardware have to work hand in hand. We're not saying we don't want roads, but you have to work on the software. We want a country that respects the values of the Constitution.
Okay.
If there is no transparency, if there is no democracy in this country, it doesn't matter what you're talking about.